G'day, guys. Unknown prophet coming on with a word from the Father, and I hope you're having a blessed day today. This is not a happy word. This is a warning word for some. I was given this word back on the 5th of this month. That's July the 5th, 2025. And I'm bringing it to you on the 19th of July, July 19th, 2025. And I titled it, New York Will Choose Its Own. I had been watching a program featuring Amanda Grace, who is a prophet that I sometimes watch. When I sat down with the Father to see if he had something for me, I saw the city of New York come into view. I immediately broke into that and said, Father, don't let anything I was just watching cause my mind to interfere with what you bring me. For her prophecy was about coming events for the city. Father said, son, sometimes I set things in front of you to get your attention and then show you additional information that I want you to know and to take to my people. So I watched. Again, the vision appeared, and it was the Twin Towers. As I watched, one of them seemed to split from top to bottom. It didn't collapse. It just seemed to crack down the center from top to bottom. As I watched, the crack extended to the pool and cracked the side and bottom of the pool, causing it to drain dry. The vision then faded, and I was looking at the river. As I watched that vision, something huge began to rise out of the water. It came into view, it was ugly, and I sensed death of many. It wasn't physically killing them, but I sensed the death. I continued to watch, and the vision moved to the tunnel into New York. It was packed with traffic, and suddenly there was a crack or a rupture and in the tunnel, and many lost their lives as water poured in. I had hoped that was all, but the Father said, continue to watch. There is one more that you need to see. As I watched the skyline, I saw a cloud seem to blow over the city like a fog. It settled down over the city, and the people were gasping for breath and falling over as though dead. And I believe they were. Father said, now go, and I will tell you what to write. He said, son, there is coming an all-out attack on the city of New York. Much of it is brought on by the people themselves. They have opened the door for a major attack by the forces of evil. They have erected the shrine of Baal and glory in it. They stand against all that I try to bring in to make it a city that will represent me and this country. Those they elect to power stand against much that I stand for. There is a major spiritual battle that the people aren't aware of, but they are caught in the middle of it, and many are siding with the enemy. The outcome will bring disaster to the city. It will be almost as another 9/11. There will be damage to the tower, but no collapse, as you saw. However, the tower will be made unusable. There will be a small loss of life in the area of the failure, if you would call it that. And yes, it will destroy the integrity of the pool. This is to make a point that they are in charge, which they aren't. What you saw come up out of the river will not be a true serpent, but it will cause the devastation and the death that one might cause, and even more. I showed you that so you would grasp what I'm saying and am showing you. The damage to the tunnel is another strike of the enemy. Yes, there will be lives lost there as well. Not only lives lost, but travel in and out of the city from across the river will be halted except by train. This will cause chaos and the shutting down of many businesses. For the people will be afraid to travel under the river by any means. Then you saw the cloud that settled over the city. This will take many lives. It will not be a cloud of poisonous gas, as it appeared to be, but it will act like that in the passing of time. New York has brought destruction upon itself, son. Most have totally turned their backs on me and walked away. They will not listen when I call them. They will not listen when I try to get their attention. They simply have begun to worship themselves as their own gods, or they are worshiping idols and want nothing to do with me. And so, son, I have removed my hand from the city, and now they will have to reap the consequences. If they would turn back to me, I would listen, but they will not. And so I look on with sorrow at what is about to take place. Be warned, my children. It will not be a thing you will want to watch, and yet you cannot help but watch. For all that happens now is going to be shown to all people. This is not my country that is being destroyed. It is my city. And I interjected, I said, Father, what of those of your people who have stayed with you? What about them? His answer was, this is not my hand, son. If it were, I would make a way. But with this, I have simply stepped back and removed my hand. This is of the enemy, and he is out to steal, to kill, and to destroy. I can only say, come out from among them if you can. If not, continue to pray for your own lives, and those of you hearing this, pray for them as well. I give you this so that you will know ahead of time what will be taking place. That's the word. Like I said, it's not a pleasant word. It's a critical warning word for those in the city of New York. And based on what they're looking at with the coming elections, I think that it's getting worse. That's my view. I know there are many who will disagree. But I would ask that you, God's people, keep New York in prayer. Keep them in prayer, because possibly they could begin to turn. Maybe within their own being, there is enough of God to begin to realize what they're doing. Because he's removed his hand. He's not pushing and he's not drawing now. But he made the statement, if they will turn, I will answer. God bless you guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy the programs. And God bless each one of you. God loves you, and so do I.